Could you survive on only eating potatoes forever? Watch until the end to find out. One of the most popular and significant food sources on the planet are potatoes. Scientifically known as Solanum tuberosum, they also have a number of health advantages that make them even more crucial as a staple food for a large portion of the world's population. Native to the Americas, these veggies are most often found in Bolivia, Peru, and the Andes. Between 7,000 and 10,000 years ago, they were first domesticated in Central and South America. Now, before we continue, a brief request from us. If you find value in this video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss our valuable content on health in the future. Now, off to some potato nutrition facts. Number 1. The fact that potatoes are a powerhouse of nutrition and energy, including vitamins, minerals, and crucial organic substances, is what has caused them to expand so swiftly and be so broadly accepted throughout the world. Mineral content. Regular consumption of potatoes ensures that your body has an adequate supply of ions and water. This is as a result of their high potassium content. Eating the potato in its skin is always advantageous because the concentration is highest there and immediately underneath it. They also contain phosphorus, iron, and calcium. Vitamin content. It is well known that potatoes contain significant levels of vitamin C. About 17 milligrams of vitamin C will typically be present in a 100-gram serving. Additionally, they also contain vitamins A and B. Water content. Although potatoes may appear large, water makes up between 70 and 80% of their weight. Thus, the idea that eating potatoes would make you fat is simply untrue. Of course, you will gain weight if your potato portions contain a lot of butter, or if you can't resist those high-fat, high-cholesterol French fries. Starch content. One of the best natural sources of starch is potatoes, which have a starch content of approximately 17%. However, since sprouting results in the conversion of starch into sugar, you should avoid consuming sprouted potatoes. From here on out, we will be discussing the highlights of this particular vegetable, the potato. Number 1. Potatoes prevent heart diseases. In addition to vitamins and minerals, potatoes also have compounds called carotenoids, lutein, and zeaxanthin. The health of the heart and other internal organs are improved by carotenoids. Again, you must be very careful when eating potatoes for this health advantage because they elevate blood glucose levels. Excessive consumption may lead to obesity, which puts pressure on your heart. Obese or diabetic individuals should not use this approach of heart disease prevention. Number 2. Potatoes treat diarrhea. Since potatoes are simple to digest and include a mild amount of dietary fiber, they are a great addition to an energy-rich diet for people with diarrhea. However, due to the increased starch consumption, eating too many potatoes can result in, ironically, diarrhea. Number 3. Potatoes treat kidney stones. Renal calculi, often known as kidney stones, are mostly brought on by an increase in uric acid levels in the blood. Protein-rich foods ought to be avoided in such circumstance. In particular, foods that significantly raise the level of uric acid in the blood, such as meat, turkey, shrimp, fish, eggs, and milk, as well as spinach, raw plantains, black grams, and some beans, contributing to the development of stones. Iron and calcium are also involved. Since potatoes are high in both of these, it seems to reason that they shouldn't be used as kidney stone prevention strategies. However, potatoes also contain magnesium, which prevents calcium calcification in the kidney and other tissues from building up or depositing, thereby proving beneficial for the medical management of renal calculi. Number 4. Potatoes protect and moisturize the skin. Skin health is supported by vitamins C and B as well as minerals like potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. Additionally, the pulp made from fresh potato skins that have been crushed works well in skin and face packs. This even treats skin blemishes and spots when combined with honey. Once more, using this pulp topically on burns promotes immediate alleviation and recovery. Dark skin can be softened and cleared with mashed potatoes and even water that has been used to wash them, especially around the elbows. Number 5. Potatoes aid in weight gain. Potatoes are low in fat, mostly composed of carbs and also including some proteins. They can be transformed into the ideal diet for lean and thin persons who want to put on weight by combining them with foods like cheese, butter, or cream. Its vitamin composition comprises of vitamin C and vitamin B complex, both of which aid in optimal carbohydrate absorption. Number 6. Potatoes are easy to digest. This comes as a result of their high carbohydrate content. Because of this property, they provide a healthy diet for infants or people who have a hard time digesting food. However, keep in mind that consuming an excessive amount of them may eventually lead to acidity. In addition, potatoes provide a significant amount of dietary fiber or roughage, which is more prevalent in raw and cold potatoes than in boiled or hot ones. As a result, digestion is facilitated and diseases like constipation are avoided. It also accelerates peristaltic action and enhances gastric juice secretion, meaning your digestive system is on top of its game. Number 7. Potatoes reduce inflammation. Given that potatoes are soft, packed with vitamins, and simple to digest, their various nutrients are particularly beneficial in lowering both internal and exterior inflammation. Any intestinal or digestive tract inflammation can be treated with potatoes. They are a highly beneficial dietary component for people who also have mouth ulcers. As a result, due to potatoes' anti-inflammatory properties, persons with gout and arthritis can use them. Number 8. Potatoes treat scurvy. Vitamin C is abundant in potatoes, as scurvy is characterized by cracked lip corners, spongy and bleeding gums, and frequent viral infections. Vitamin C from potatoes will surely prevent this. Although this disease is not present in first and second world nations because of the availability of vitamin C, it is still a concern in some regions. Therefore, the prevalence of potatoes definitely helps. Number 9. Potatoes lower blood pressure. Since there are many different causes of high blood pressure including diabetes, stress, indigestion, nutrition, imbalanced diets, and many others, several treatments are required. Thankfully, potatoes can treat a number of potential symptoms and can be utilized to lower high blood pressure brought on by stress. Due to the significant amounts of vitamin C and fiber they contain, they can also alleviate indigestion, but you should avoid them if your high blood pressure is caused by diabetes. They contain fiber that lowers cholesterol and improves insulin sensitivity, both of which assist to lower blood pressure. Number 10. Potatoes aid the cognitive process. Proper functioning of the brain mainly relies on the amount of glucose, the oxygen supply, vitamin B complex components and certain hormones, amino acids, and fatty acids such as omega-3. Potatoes cater to almost all the needs mentioned above. They are high in carbohydrates and thereby maintain good levels of glucose in the blood. This prevents the brain from letting fatigue creep in, and it keeps your cognitive activity and performance high. So, we've proven that potatoes are truly amazing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, if you have any queries and questions that you want answered, let us know in the comment section below. Be reminded that this video is primarily for information and we do not claim medical advice that is tailor-suited to your needs. Do consult with a medical professional and dietitian to get personalized healthcare that fits your current needs. Also, feel free to post some foods that you find are healthier alternatives to potatoes. Additionally, leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell button to receive information on our new health-related videos. If you want to watch more of our content, check out this video in the lower right corner. You can also check out our playlist of related content. Anyway, see you later, and thank you as always for watching.